No, dee 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 dee. Mano, mano, dee 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 dee. Bum, bum, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. La 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 la. Hey everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Live. It's Get Organized Challenge number 6, and we're going to talk about color today. And as you can see, if you were watching me kind of set up, I've got a few different color catalog options to share with you today, but I've got some really exciting news to start with. Susie, how are we doing for eyeballs? Is everybody popped on?
But I'd wait a little bit for big news for more.
Ooh, Susie's saying hold off on the big.
Everybody gets the big news.
Everybody gets the big news. Welcome everybody to Tuesday Live, my Tuesday tribe. I'm so happy that you're here with us today because Tuesdays are my favorite day and I like to share them with you because this is the funnest part of my whole week. So, I'm going to start with a couple of announcements as people are popping on. The first announcement is that starting Friday and through the weekend, there is a little promotion going on the website called the Taste of Club Inspire. And I don't have all the details, so you're going to have to watch your email. But what happens during Taste of Club Inspire is whatever level you're at, you get to shop at the level above that for the weekend. So you kind of get a taste of what it would be like if you were that next level up member, what the benefits are going to be for you, the money you're going to save, all of those goodies. So mark your calendar so you don't want to miss out on that over the weekend. It is also a $10 Tuesday today. So if you didn't get the email, you definitely want to pop on and check out the specials because the 12 by 12 craft binder is on special. The paper, I have the SKUs here, so I'm trying to, what is that? Paper storage box dividers are on special for $10. That's a set of 10. The clear Lois tote, and I think we talked about this last time I talked about the clear Lois, we're approaching spring, summer beach season, and that clear Lois tote is, instead of having the canvas bottom, it's got a clear plastic bottom, the vinyl bottom, so it's ideal for going to the beach or the pool or picnics or those type of things because if you spill something in there, it's what you can wipe it out. But if you've got wet swimsuits and towels and sandy things and that type of thing, that clear Lois tote is a dream for that, as well as being awesome for, you know, all the things that we use it for crafting. But it is an awesome summer tote. And for those of us who are over a certain age, because it's clear all the way around, it's easy to see everything that's in there. For those of you who like to attend sporting events and such where they require you to have a clear bag, it'll probably fit that purpose as well. And it's only $10 today. I think it's either normally like $14 or $15.99, or it could be as much as $19.99. So that's a smoking deal. And then last but not least, one of our top seller buddy bags, the Lisa buddy bag, which is the 12 by 12 buddy bag, is also available today for just $10. So don't miss it because it is today only. Okay. The other thing that I want to announce, that's really exciting. The slimline storage is finally out. It is available only at scrapbook.com right now, and it's on introductory offer at scrapbook.com. Susie's going to throw up a link into the feed, but if you go to scrapbook.com and click on the coupons on the menu, it has the little things. One of the things is coupons, and scroll down. It's there. So if you are unfamiliar, if you have not seen it, it is a 9x6 box or 9x4 box that is designed to hold standard slimline storage. You have the opportunity to purchase the pockets and the magnets that fit in there. I have one loaded up. I don't know why I'm showing you this one. It's empty. It's not exciting. Right? So, and it is going to hold, boy, I'm going to say it's going to hold 35 or 40 pockets. Now, you don't have to have a magnet in every pocket, right? Sometimes you're going to want to use a magnet and sometimes not in those pockets. But besides the fact that it's going to fit your slimline dies, it is also going to fit your slimline stencils. So like I said, available now on scrapbook.com. This is a slimline envelope die, which is like the longest die that I have. And you can see that even that fits in there. But it's just a perfect little storage solution. I was trying to see if I had any other weirdness in here for your, and of course, like everything, you can put it double-sided. So you can put dies on one side and coordinating stamps on the other. The pockets are going to hold that as well. So the new slimline storage finally available. Look how cute that is at scrapbook.com. And like I said, Susie put a link in the feed, but if you go to scrapbook.com and click on coupons, it will be there. I'm pretty sure the first question I'm going to get about slimline storage is, will the Stamps of Life carry that product? And the answer is yes, they will. So Stephanie will have that on the Stamps of Life website. I know she will. I don't know when it will be there. I know right now it's only available at scrapbook.com.
Will that work for Cricut booklets and the overlay?
Will it work for Cricut booklets and overlays? It'll be kind of big for those, but Susie, you tall girl, if you can go over to the shelf there, I think the third shelf up, there should be a box that says Cricut. Oh no, second shelf. And down, go down a little bit, down, some Cricut, yeah? Bring the box. See if so I don't have a lot of the booklets and overlays, but I did keep one cup with my Cricut stash here, just in the event that we might get this kind of question. So there's a booklet and a cartridge. And well, here's an interesting thing, which I hadn't thought about, but you might be able to. We're going to test it out right now. Let me find an empty pocket. So there's the pocket. Here's the booklet and the overlay. And the overlay's inside my booklet. I think a lot of us keep them that way, right? So there's your booklet and your overlay. Woo-hoo! What a great question. So if you are looking for a way to condense down your Cricut booklets, overlays, and cartridges, the answer is yes, it does. Yes, Virginia, it does fit in there. So yeah, you could probably do, if you alternated the cartridge back and forth, you could probably get maybe 6 or 8 of them in there. So it is an option for that. I will try to take some pictures of that too. Thank you for asking. This is the thing I love about Tuesdays. I love about talking to you guys is your questions. And you know, the important thing, I've said it before, whatever questions you ask, somebody else has the same question. So it's great that you're here and asking those. So I will do a little bit of photography on that and get some posts up so you know that you can do that with slimline storage. Yay.
Quick unrelated question.
Okay.
How do you store sheet vinyls, not rolls? I have various ones, including ink infusions. Scrap rack, question mark?
You could put them in your scrap rack. Absolutely. I have the vinyl in a fab file, and I use the 12 by 12 pockets. So I use the 12 by 12 fab file and the 12 by 12 pockets for sheets of vinyl that I have purchased that are 12 by 12. And that way I can keep the scraps. I think this is it. Yeah. That way I can keep the scraps. So this is all sheet vinyl, but I've got the scraps that go with the sheets in the same pocket. So same sort of red, pink, rainbow situation going on here. Now, the 12 by 12 pockets fit that 12 by 12 sheet vinyl really well. I'm getting my pencil, caught on things I should. And that's a great place to store your scraps. You could also use the Lisa Buddy bag and the 12 by 12 pockets. Lisa Buddy bag's on sale today. Or the paper handler, any of the 12 by 12 options with the 12 by 12 pockets would be a perfect way to store those flat sheets of vinyl. So, and then obviously if you are using the paper cart with the top on it for your Cricut, then the fab file or the paper handlers are going to fit on the shelves there as well. So kind of keep all those things together that you use together. But you could do it in your scrap rack. It's not common, I don't think, to be using vinyl in your scrap scrapbooking or your paper crafting as much, but definitely there's no reason you couldn't, I guess. So yes, great question. Okay, we're going to start this week off with, before I jump right into the Get Organized Challenge, this week's winner of our $25 Progress Post gift certificate is Meg Daisy Ferroli. And her progress post, she says, I'm working on filling my scrap rack. This has been an eye-opening experience, to say the least. I have 2 empty spinders, and I have emptied 2 sticker bins, 4 embellishment boxes, 2 iris cases. It's so great to have everything for each category together in place. And then she goes on to talk a little bit more about it. And that is really the key. Get your things together, get them all so they're within easy reach. Keep things together you use together. So congratulations to you, Meg Daisy Ferroli. And if you can please reach out to prizes@crafterscompanion.com and let them know that you are the winner, and they will hook you up with your gift certificate. If you would like to be in the drawing each week, you just have to put up a progress post. You can do that in the Facebook group, or you can do that by sending an email to customer service at totally-tiffany. It says progress post, GOC week number 6 this week. And Leanne will be sure and get that into your, speaking of Leanne, I'm not paying attention to her. Okay. And she'll get that into the drawing for you. All right. Is that all my announcements? Oh, Aunt Penny asked a question about reusing numbers. This is from last week. And I told Leanne emailed me about it. And I said, I will address it today. So she wanted to know about, last week we cataloged our tools. What do you do when you remove something from your supplies, a stamp, a die, whatever? Can you reuse that number from your catalog? And you can, but you don't have to. So if you are going to replace, if you are replacing a small set of stamps, maybe you lost them, whatever, and you have that empty envelope, right? So you've got this envelope number 25. I have that little Kisses stamp in there. If I lost the Kisses stamp, I could take it out of my catalog, but I still have number 25. You could just leave this number 25, and then when you get something small that fits in there, give it the number 25 and re-add it into your catalog. Or you can just keep adding numbers to the end because it's easy to ship things over. So I hope that makes sense. Either way is fine. The biggest challenge is when you lose something is going through your catalog and crossing it off so that you know you don't have it anymore. So, or I guess if you left the number in there and this was lost or gone, when you went to look at number 25 and it was empty, you'd be like, hey, I don't have that anymore. So either way you want to do it is fine. It doesn't really matter one way or the other than you need to cross off the old things that were number 25 or whatever it is in your catalog so that you won't have, so that you'll know that you don't have them anymore. All right, let's talk about color.
I'm going to answer a few questions
first. I got a couple questions first.
All right. Been looking for the scrap rack extender. Where can I find it at, or is it out of stock for now?
And the scrap rack expansion base. We have them. We have lots of them. They're not on the website. It's been challenging to get them on the website, but spoiler alert, National Scrapbook Day is coming up, which is the first Saturday in May. And I believe that they will be part of that event the first Saturday in May. If in fact they don't have the actual expansion base, you can always pick up the travel base, which is the expansion base plus wings, and then you can save those extra wings. So if you ever decide to split the bases apart, or you're going to travel with a single base, you have a set of wings to leave at home and a set of wings to take with you. So watch for that as well. But I feel like on National Scrapbook Day, they're going to have all of those things worked out. And I'm going to make myself a note. Okay, next question, Susie.
Will the slimline storage system be sold by Crafter's Companion in the UK too?
Well, the slimline storage, I can't answer that, but I will check. I don't think so. I think it'll be for some reason, I don't think it is. I think you're going to have to get it at scrapbook.com. I'm sure that we'll do it on Home Shopping Network at some point. I will double check and get back to you on that. Who's asked that?
I gotta go back.
Sorry.
Kathy Knight. Knight.
Kathy Knight. In UK. I will check. Okay.
Okay, one more slimline question.
One more question.
Get your tape out. How wide deep is the new slimline? Would it fit those pesky cosmic shimmer paste bottles with tall tops? Still hoping for something to store all mine in one container.
Susie, can you grab those? They are go down one shelf, up a shelf, put your hand up. Now keep going. That right there. That first plastic bin, I think they're in that. Yeah, those things with the weird tops. That's what we're talking about. That is what we are talking about. Is there two of them? Can I have the other one, please? Thank you. All right, here we go. There's those. Here's this. I know these are the bane. These have been the bane of my existence forever.
You made something just for those.
Well, they fit in the 2-inch store and go bag. So, so you could put them in there, and you could probably stagger them, go up and down with them to get more in there. But sadly, it's still not a perfect fit by any stretch. And I think what she's saying is she wants something that will hold a lot of them in one place. And that is probably the bigger challenge because of the weird lids, right? But if you put them in the 2-inch store and go bag, you can go.
You need to make like a little tube that'll handle too.
I know.
Boom, boom, boom.
You just waste so much space with them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you talk to the people that manufacture those?
Yeah, I know. I need to call the manufacturer and say, hey, we need.
Crazy.
You guys need a different lid design. Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. All of us making all this crazy. So they will fit in there, but they're not. It's not, again, not ideal. I'm sorry. I know you keep asking me about that, and I need to figure out a way. It's the lids that are so challenging. Okay. Are we ready? We ready to jump in and get busy?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Woo, woo. Okay. Get Organized Challenge number 6. And this is actually a pretty fast class because all we're doing in this class is building on everything we've learned before, and we're incorporating that color catalog into our cataloging system. Now, you can create your color catalog in a number of ways, right? People have done them on small things like this. So this is just a little index card box. And so the examples of colors there and what they look like, blah, 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 right? In a small index. The upside to doing something small like this is that it's easy to throw into your bag. And then you can see it's just organized by color, little color tabs there. It's easy to throw in your bag and take with you if you're going shopping or something. It's not as accessible as some of the other options, but you can do it any way that works for you. My recommendation to you after doing lots of cataloging is to use our Pika-Hue color sheets, and those are free download, free printable on the website. You can find them on the Get Organized Challenge page. They're probably, if I know Meg, linked right into your handout for today as well. So you can get them from there. And the Pika-Hue color charts look like this. There are 3 different ones. There's one that we call pens, one that we call big box, and one that we call stickles or glitter glue. And so when I first did these, I did the 3 different ones. The upside to the stickles one is that it gives you a dark and a white. So when you're creating your catalog of glitter glues, you have what that glitter glue is going to look like on dark and what it's going to look like on light, which is really pretty valuable because they do look different on different colors. So that's an upside to that. The big Pika-Hue value is that you can take these. I had it all set up to show you. So this is the big box, right? So it looks like that. It has these gray lines down the middle. You fold down the gray lines And then you can use your hole punch to punch holes in there. Why is that great? Because, or why is that useful, I guess, I think it's great. Once you punch those holes in there, when you're trying to match something or contrast something, that hole is going to allow you to put the color paper that you're trying to match up or work with behind it and see what that color is going to actually look like, or give you a good idea of what it's going to look like with that color. Maybe you're trying to get an exact match or something like that. So that's the little Pika-Hue part of it. So the Pika-Hue color charts, then you can create those color charts by color, right? So like this, oranges, pinks, and reds. You can also create them by brand, Tim Holtz, so that when you're actually, and you only need to create by brand if that's important to you. Or like we talk a lot about, if you're submitting your work to somewhere and you need to know which brand, which color. So that's a perfect way to do that. So here's an example, Stamps of Life, Little Darlings. But all of those colors are also represented on the actual color chart. So the Little Darlings color here is the same color here. So if you want to keep them separated by brand, you can create another chart for that. And we all have our reasons for that. But you definitely want to do something that's all by color so that you can actually compare all those colors really easily. And then the little note on the side tells me where that is. So move this out of the way. I'm going to pull in a couple things here and look at this mess I've got going on. So that's right. So these ink bags, so these are 2 Stephanie ink bags, right? And they're labeled at the end, 101, 102. And so this is TSOL, Little Darlings. This little code, whatever I wrote here, directs me to where to find that ink in my little storage supply. So it doesn't really matter how you're storing. We're going to use that same concept that we used with tools last week. We're going to repeat it with colors this week. So you may do just a color chart. You may do a brand chart, but the numbers on the side, the location of where those inks are is the same, just like we did for our dies and stamps and punches and everything last week. So a couple of tips. These are glitter samples. I used a double-sided tape for these glitter samples to create them and keep them all neat and tidy. I repeated the double-sided tape. I don't know why, but it was fun. On top of the glitter glue bottles. And I guess the value to this is if you have your glitter, like I have mine, I don't know if you can see it. Wait, I need like a double big desk. Can you see this, Izzy, in the thing?
No, but I can.
There we go. So I have mine, glitter glues and Nuvo drops here, and then glitters over here, and they're all numbered. I can see them from the front view. I can see the number. But if you were storing these in a drawer or in something where that you couldn't see into like I can, adding that strip of double-sided tape to the top and putting that glitter on it, when you looked down into your container, you would see what color those were. So depending on how you're storing things, that's going to determine for you whether or not you want to put that color on the top. So this idea came from paint bottles, right? So if you're looking at your paint bottles, again, from the top down or bottom sometimes, and you can add that color to the top, it's helpful. So as we go through the colors, it's really important that you actually test everything out that you've got, or that at least that you've got open, so that you know if it's still working. So these are a couple of things that I've saved from previous things where I went through. So this is a glitter glue that is completely dried up on the inside. It's literally evaporated out of there. All that's left is this crunchy glitter. This is a bottle of paint that I have never even opened, right? It is solid on the inside. So going through your colors, touching everything, and throwing away the things like these that are just taking up space in your craft room or your craft closet or whatever. It's really a valuable part of going through this process. We're going to do the same thing with inks, chalks, markers, glitter glues. They're all going to make it onto your color chart so that you know what you have and you're going to find how many duplicates of things that you have. But when you're actually ready to craft and you need to add orange glitter to something, this is going to show you all the options that you have right here. Easy to find, easy to use, just like everything else. Now, once you put this into a sleeve, let's see if I have one in a sleeve. I probably don't. You can put 2 of them back to back. Here's my back to back. You can put 2 of them back to back. So if you're using that, Pikachu feature, when you turn the page, you would still be able to use it for what's on the back. If you're going to do that, make sure that you fold the 2 together so that your dots end up lined up or your holes end up lined up, right? Also, this is one of the first ones that I did. I'm a bigger fan of bigger punches, right? So that you can, using a bigger punch like the triangle punch, like this one, so that you do get a bigger window through there. So depending on your punch collection and what you have available, that could be a great option as well. This is an insert that I made for my Edna bag. So if you want to do something like that, you can as well. Oops, you can throw your ink pads on the floor. So you could put this in right into your Edna bag and know what color those inks were. One of the beautiful things about the Stephanie bag is that it does come with those additional label stickers. So you can see I've started putting them on here to my distress inks. So especially the distress inks, you have no idea. I mean, you know what the name, I put the names on the outside too, because you couldn't see that either. But once you add those label stickers, then you know what actual color that is on the inside. So, Victorian velvet is pink, but if you didn't know that, Victorian velvet could be any color of velvet, right? So they're really helpful to do that as well. All right. So your mission this week then is to go through each of those categories. I'm trying to follow my outline here. Is to go through each of those categories and create those catalog sheets. Now I kind of sidetracked here. A lot of manufacturers have them on their website. So this is the Copic grid. So if you want to print these off the website and fill in what colors you have by manufacturer, that's really helpful. I added the black lines to this one, but even like Tim Holtz Distress, regular Stickles, Memento ink, they all have these little grids that you can download and print to do your manufacturer list. And then you can use the Pikachu grids to do things by color. So the beauty of using the manufacturer things, if it matters to you, is that you know which colors you have and which colors you need if you're trying to collect all the colors from a particular manufacturer, that type of thing. Now, what are you going to do with your grids once you make them? For me, the best way to do them is to put them into just 8.5 by 11 sleeves, put them onto a spinder, either in your scrap rack, or put them onto if you're using a color catalog, where you've got all of your color things together right in the front of your scrap rack. So you can see these I just did on a big page, right? I didn't use the Pikachu. These are the old version of stuff. But you can use just your regular spinder and put that right into either the rainbow section of your scrap rack, or if you have your stamp die stencil catalog, it can go right in the front or back of that as well. So you're keeping all those things together, just so long as it's handy, so that when you do need something, whether it's a paint, a chalk, an ink, a marker, you can do that as well. And you can find that information as well. One of the other things I started doing was, pull these out of here so you can see them. I think there's a whole blog post about doing this as well. So markers, these are tri-blends, and it has all the colors in this little plastic piece right here. Again, try as hard as they can. Manufacturers can't exactly duplicate that. So I use these small little white stickers. I just bought them on Amazon. They're the same ones that I showed you last week for cataloging. And I put each color sticker on there so that I could see it. And the top is all 3 colors blended together. So I know what color those really are. And then here's how they blend, right, on each of those markers. So I would do the same thing. I would record this. This is on the pink page, all 3 colors. And then I would do a little blend of them all together. Or I did do a little blend of them all together. Let me see if I can find that page here. It's funny when you pull all your stuff apart all the time. It makes a little bit difference about finding it. Oh, where are you? Reds and pinks. That's the one I'm looking for. So you can see right here how these are those tri-blend markers and what the color variations are, what the color variations look like as you blend them together. So you can do that as well right on your catalog sheet, and that will give you a good idea of how that's all going to work. Now, also include things like your colored pencils in there, or watercolor pencils, any of those things. Remember, the more you see the things that you have, the better off, the more likely it is that you're going to actually use those, right? You invested a lot of money in them. You want to make them as easy as possible to use. And that's what the color catalog is going to do for you. So if you have questions about color catalog, throw them up now and Susie will read them to me. Otherwise, I'm going to turn you loose with your assignment this week, which is one of the things I kind of skipped over was, how are you going to store your products, right? That's the first thing you need to do. Are you going to use something like, so this is the 6-level stadium arranger. Obviously, these are available on our website. I think they're available at larger Joann stores as well. Obviously, scrapbook.com carries our full line of products, so they're going to be there also. Are you going to do something like that? Are you going to use buddy bags? Do you have some other type of container? The process is the same of gathering things together, loading them into that container, and then adding that label or number, and then putting them in the catalog. Same thing we did last week, right? Fill the container. In this case, if you're going to do glitter glue on the top or paint on the top, whatever you need to do, give them a number and then start putting them down on your cataloging sheets, right? So you want to fill the container first, or as much as you have to fill that container before you start labeling, because you need to include on the catalog where it is, right? So this is Little Darlings and the Stamps of Life. It's ink bag number 101. There's still some space in it. So even if I add another color here, I'm going to record it on the catalog, and I'm going to put on the catalog that's in the ink bag 101, right? Same process, same thing we were talking about last week. All right, Susie, do you have questions?
Carol Ann answered it.
Carol Ann, way to go, Carol Ann Hanley. So glad that you're with us today. Woo woo. All right. So decide on your products, on your storage system. That's the first thing you're going to do. And I know a lot of you took advantage of the buddy bag bonanza that was happening last week. Buy 3, get 1 free. So maybe some of you have plans to organize your colors in those buddy bags. That's an awesome idea. Of course, I'm a little bit biased, but whatever. Okay, create your catalog sheets. So how are you going to do it? Print them out. Are you going to do colors and manufacture, or just colors? And how are you going to do it? Are you going to combine blues and greens, just blues, just reds? However you want to do that. I tend to combine things. And then I also, of course, have the catalog sheet by manufacturer as well. So your goal is to sort 3 containers of coloring agents. So that could be pens, glitter, glitter glue, pearls, any of those, that glitter paste, any of those things. 3 containers of those. Sort 2 more inches of paper, 1 more container of embellishments. If you are still sorting photos, you want to squeeze some of those in as well. Somehow I missed that on the list here. Don't forget to, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah, so there's some, yay, Meg's so good. So there's some links there to more detailed blog posts, step by step of how I got these organized are all right there. The downloads for the PQQ color catalogs. And then of course, there's also a download for our new catalog. So if there are products like you're gonna get in your handout, there's a ton of examples of different products. And one of the reasons I don't focus too much on product in this class is because it's so varies so much and there are so many options. So if you do have questions, please post them up in the Get Organized Challenge group on Facebook, and we will do our best to get those answered for you about specifically different types and brands of products that you are using. So when you complete your challenge, make sure you post up your progress post so that you will qualify for next week's $25 gift certificate giveaway. That will be awesome. And do we have questions, Suze?
No, that's somebody. Just says Facebook users. I don't know who it is.
Oh,
I sworn off glitter.
oh, one of our followers today has sworn off glitter. Glitter is addicting. I don't know. There's something about glitter. I don't know. I love it. You can tell I have tons of it. I love it. You know what else? A little bit of glitter goes a long way in the world also, doesn't it? All right, my friends, you have your assignments. If you have questions, again, post them up in the Get Organized Challenge group and we'll try to answer those for you. Otherwise, I will see all of you next Tuesday. Now, remember, if you are following me on YouTube, like, subscribe, and click the bell, and that way you'll get a notification when I go live or when I post something new on there as well. So thanks to all of you. I will see all. Oh,
someone wants to know what brand stickers you're using.
The stickers come with the Stephanie bag. So when
maybe they're talking about the ones from Amazon.
Oh, the ones from Amazon. They are just cheap white stickers from Amazon. I will look for the actual. I will look for the. Where's my little notes that I had going here? Right here. I will look for my actual purchase on Amazon, and try and share that on the Facebook group. But they were just expensive. The important thing about buying the stickers on Amazon is that they're not like a high gloss sticker. You want a paper sticker that's going to absorb the ink, right? If you try to ink up those high gloss stickers. And I'll tell you something else. Julie Faye Fan Balzer. I'm going to write this down too. Faye Fan Balzer. A lot of you know who she is. She did a video using the Stephanie bag and how she inked up those stickers, and it made things so easy. I don't remember what she did, but I'm going to look it up and I will post that as well, because inking up the stickers is a little more challenging than you think. But whatever system however she did it, it worked better than how I did it. So I will see if I can't find her blog post and share that to the group as well. Anything else?
I think that's good for now.
All right, my friends, I will see my Life in the Wick followers on Monday for podcast on Monday, and I will see Tuesday Tribe followers on Tuesday for Get Organized Challenge number 7. We're going to talk about mementos and project planning.